This segment of Call 'em Out is calling out Amvets. Some consider this establishment a gay bar, but as an American veterans bar with a reputation for racism, sexism, homophobia, and discrimination against the differently abled, it hardly passes Montana Equality Now's muster. We at Montana Equality Now hope that a boycott of Amvets awakens the LGBTQQIA community to the realities of identifying the community with a dungeon, as well as encouraging our community to expect more and support those that support us.
Hi, I'm Ray Davis with Montana Equality Now's Marching in Montana. We're here today with community organizer and activist Miha. Miha, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Sweet. So if you could start by telling us what's the issue with Amvets?
Well, a lot of the community has been talking for some time now about how it doesn't seem to feel like quite the safe space or queer-friendly place that it has been perceived in the past. And so a lot of people have chosen to just abstain from going.
So I guess a lot of the community members are asking, why a boycott versus other methods of protest or engagement with the Amvets staff?
Well, I really feel like the reason for the boycott as opposed to other methods is because we've kind of tried other methods. We've tried communicating with the manager on what we would like to see from Amvets and like how they could make it a nicer, friendlier, more welcoming space. And they have pretty much just decided to brush it off and say that, they don't care, the way they're doing stuff is the way they're doing it, and it's just not healthy for our community.
I know you mentioned that you hadn't received a response to previous methods. Have you received any form of response from the protest?
I've heard lots of people, we've had lots of people join our group on Facebook, which is Boycott Amvets. And we've had a lot of people join the group and have made lots of comments. I also know of a group of people who have sort of joined together in like supporting each other in not going. So when a big group of people are, come on, we're all going down to Amvets, they're like, no, you're not going, I'm not going, we're not going. And so they're making a really conscious decision to stay away and go somewhere else.
Sweet. I think a lot of our viewers, as well as myself and a couple of my friends, have been in that situation before. So I know you mentioned the Facebook group, but how strong in reality is the boycott?
I think it is a small start, which hopefully will transition into a bigger movement.
Perfect. And I know as a member of the community here in Montana, in Missoula, specifically, that we don't really have a lot of places to go that's safe for the LGBT community or that may be perceived safe for the LGBT community. So is the Amvets boycott movement suggesting any other location?
Well, I think that when you said the way other places are perceived is like the number one factor there, is that being the small community we are and being in the state that we are of Montana, people think that there aren't other safer, more positive places to go, and it's just absolutely not true. In fact, I would say that the majority of bars and establishments here in Missoula are very welcoming and do honor their LGBTQIA clientele.
Sweet.
I mean, there are so many other places you can go. You can pretty much go anywhere but there, is all we've been asking people, and that's what we say on our Facebook page, is that, Amvets, just go somewhere else. I mean, it's not a hard thing to do, and we've had lots of other establishments welcome us and welcome our community. Some of it as a result of Amvets' lack of commitment to our community. We were forced at first to go other places, and now are choosing other places.
Perfect. So, how can people in the community, as well as myself and my friends, contribute to making Amvets a more LGBT-friendly place?
By not going.
Perfect. And I know, Miha, you've spoken a lot to the preferred outcome for this, but I mean, if you were to sum it up fairly quickly, what is the preferred outcome of the boycott of the Amvets location?
Basically, if people quit going, then my understanding is that the current manager is the only one who's willing to sort of run this bar, and so if people quit going, then that person's not making any money and will be shut down, and then once again we are forced to sort of create our own space, and hopefully someone will step up and say, you know, these folks need a welcome, safe space, and we'll provide that for us. But I already feel like we've gotten that from other establishments in the community, and not so much as they've said we are here for you, but rather shown it to us instead of said it. Amvets sucks. Go somewhere else.
Sweet.